Hey guys, welcome back. It's time to take a look at these very suspicious leaks. Are they real leaks? Are they fake leaks? What is going on here? There's no way. There's no way, right? There's no way. Well, I kind of believe that there is a way, but I also kind of believe that we might be getting duped here. So we're going to go through in detail both of those leaks. But before we do so, we're going to take a look at PokeGuardian here to see what we have for official information, official spoilers. What's going on here? We have a commercial that we can probably play in the background here. We have the cards announced. We have the set name announced. I know there's a lot of people that are like, damn it, Pokemon, why are you so damn lazy? Why are we getting the same shiny set that we got the last couple times? And you know what the answer to that is? Because people effing love it. They loved it last time. They love it this time. They're still going to love it. Most people are going to be like, what the hell? I love Pokemon, and I love them even more when they're slightly different colors. Yes, it's going to be like recolors. You'd be surprised. It would be far more difficult for them to not to do like just the full arts. The full arts are very easy to recolor. It's just like a couple clicks probably. Here it is. Your Charizard is a different color. Congratulations. I hope you love it. And most people, yes, they will love it. So to be expecting like alt arts in shiny form, I think is a stretch. I think it's better if they don't do that. Let the shiny be its own kind of separate special thing. Let the alt arts just remain the alt arts. We don't need to keep adding onto the alt arts where all of a sudden like it's going to be, you can't even extend the art anymore. So now we're just going to recolor. Please don't recolor alt arts, Pokemon. Please do not. Stop right there. Leave it at the full art recolors and everything will be all right. I get it. The shiny, I don't know. People, for some reason, it has to be an entirely shiny set at this point, too. It can't just be like some shiny Pokemon, like the gold cards that were in early Sword and Shield. Those were cool. Those were shiny Pokemon. Most people, I guess, don't realize that they're shiny Pokemon. Or just don't care because it's not an entire set. Or maybe they don't care because it's not Gen 1. But here we go again. The Charizard is going to get taken for another ride right down Shiny Avenue. They're just really gonna we're gonna milk as much Charizard as possible. But I don't know if that's a symptom of the fact that like Scarlett and Violet or just Pokemon or just trading cards in general, trading cards, sports cards, collectibles in general right now are kind of in a little bit of a lull. They're kind of a little bit, they're a little bit down. They're not super crazy. They're not quadrupling in price when they come out. The only thing people are fighting over are Pikachus with hats and Evolving Skies, I guess, sometimes at this point in time. Because that didn't come out recently. People just are, that's all you got to go on. That's all you got to grasp on is some stuff from a couple years ago. Regardless, guys, if there's any time to be involved in Pokemon, to be buying Pokemon, if you want to open a box on release, you can go to psapikachu.com. Still boxes available. How awesome is that we're not fighting over product on release? I think Paradox Rift is going to be sick. I'm excited. I'm going to do a stream. I'm going to open 4 cases. We're going to try to complete the set. It's a damn big set, so it's going to be hard to complete. Similar to like a Paldea Evolved, where it's got like 3 sets in one, triple set in one set, triple set, 3 sets of Japanese combined into 1 English set. So somewhere in around like 34 to 36 IRs. I know that is absolutely painful, and we're probably still not going to get them all. And a whole whack ton of SIRs. It's gonna be a good set. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry. Before the pandemic, before the demi, this is what Pokemon was like. No, you don't have to pay extra when the set's coming out. You should grab some boxes on release if you want to get some boxes. Sometimes there's sweet deals. Sometimes stuff gets marked down. It's weird. I think it caught a lot of the stores off guard as well because they're used to stores during the pandemic through the Sword and Shield stuff. Stores were used to just entering a bunch of numbers. They just get their numpad out and they would move the fingers around until it just maxed out on number of characters, and then distribution would send them not that much. So now that there isn't that going on, now that you can get the product as a store, it's a whole different story. So what do we have released here? We got to get back onto the topic here, which is our shiny, what is it called? Shiny High Class Pack Shiny Treasure EX. Shiny Treasure EX. Don't forget that, guys. Shiny Treasure EX. So we do have the pack artwork, which looks very similar to previous pack arts as we've seen. Shiny Star V, almost identical. Other than you switch the Pokemon around a little bit, you look at one or the other across the room. If it's blurry enough, you probably can't even tell the difference. And yes, we do have some Pokemon card leaks. They showed them on the video there, official leaks. We got a big one. For some reason, some of the images are larger than the others, but here we have it. And guys, this would not surprise me if this Charizard gets stolen and leaked in English, gets stolen and or leaked in, well, I guess it can't be like leaked at this point in time. We see the image of it. It's going to be the same in English, translated. Essentially, maybe the texture will be slightly different for you Japanese collectors that love to talk about how the textures are slightly different. Yes. And then we have a bunch of other cards. We have, now, I guess before we get into it, I see a lot of people saying 331, holy moly, that's a lot of cards. Charizard is 331 in the set. Like, how are we going to complete this? This is going to be ridiculous. And to that I say, just be aware that it's no different than the specialty sets in Japan before, where their set is going to have a lot of reprints that we're not going to have. They're going to have some of the EXs and stuff like that, the regular versions of the EXs. So like stuff like this that we're not going to have in our set. So our set should not be as large as the Japanese set. That's just what they do. It's a thing in Japan. That's their way of sort of giving the playable cards, these EXs and stuff like that, the trainers, to the players that need them to make them more affordable, I guess. We mostly just get promo products where this stuff gets jammed into a tin. And let's say the Charizard, let's say the Koraidon is sick nasty. It's super playable. I guess the Miraidon would be a better example. Let's say the Miraidon is sick nasty. It's super playable. You got to pay $20 for a regular EX. It wasn't $20, but let's pretend that it is. Then all of a sudden, whoop-de-doo, Pokemon puts out a tin. It's got a promo in there. It's got a Miraidon EX. And yes, that's an affordable way to get it. They also sell some packs in there. You get a nice little product. You get the playable card to go with it. Same thing with like, I mean, they've been doing it forever. It's the same thing with like Tapu Lele. It was crazy expensive when it came out. Marnie was very expensive. There wasn't like a Marnie product, but there was a lot of Marnies that were put into other products, such as build and battle kits. So now, without further ado, now that we know what information we're working with, we have the first leak in question. And yes, I know what you're thinking. What is that playmat? Why does it look so terrible? And to that I say, it's because the Pokemon company only gives Ultra Pro like the stock Sugimori images, and they just stick them on a background. Yes, that is an English playmat. Now, why is this so damn blurry? I don't know. Is it intentionally blurry? That's what we got to think here. Is it intentionally blurry so that you can't tell if this is actually the card in the top loader because it's photoshopped in and they got to make it look very fancy? Or is it printed off because we have high quality pictures now? Maybe somebody printed this bad boy off. They stuck it in a sleeve. They stuck it in a top loader so that no one can tell if it's real or not. Is it a real leak? And I'm going to say probably definitely not. So we go to the old Google Lens. We do the reverse image search, of course, and a whole lot of nothing comes up. We get a bunch of desk pics with a bunch of cards that are not this particular one. Now, what do we got next here? We got the image itself. This is the English one, the non-shiny one, but the text is going to be the same. It's copy paste. We're going to just change the colors on the Charizard, and voila, it goes from Jolly Rancher to the Shiny Rancher. Shiny Rancher is what we're going to call it from now on. And yes, we see here on this top bar here that the text. So we got an English playmat, and we will touch on what the other card is right here. Don't worry, we're investigating. I will say that this was pretty fun to look through this morning, so my appreciation goes out to the people that provided these images. All right, let's see here. What we got? We got the English. The English would have 2 lines of text here, essentially. And yes, the images is so bad that we can't even tell exactly what's going on here, but we can tell that it is 1 line of text, which matches up pretty well to the Japanese copy. So it's probably the Japanese copy, which we do have a shiny copy, a clear image of a shiny copy. And it's probably just photoshopped into the top loader there. So we either have the real deal in the Japanese, which is coming out in more than a month, just over a month. It should be December 1st, I believe. This set comes out. So this is probably fake. This looks like someone did a little fakerino. Now, whether they printed it off and stuck it in there, or whether they just photoshopped it in there, we can't tell. The image is so damn bad that I don't even know. Do you know? Because I don't know. Unless we hear from the person. I mean, maybe it seems like pretty equal. Maybe they printed it. No, I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess. But we're gonna assume this is not real, for the sake of our sanity. Now. Here we go. Here we have it. And you're saying, Rattle, how did you identify that playmat so damn well? That's because it is one of the very ugly, and not the artwork isn't ugly. I'm not saying that the artwork itself is ugly, but my God, that, like, can we please just, the playmats in Japan are like so much better than the English ones. I'm not saying the cards. Hold on. I know you Japanese card collectors out there are losing your shit because you're like, yeah, the cards are better too. Well, guess what? I like to read my cards. Not to mention the fact that, like, what is this? Like, just provide some of the, like, the booster box artwork and put it on the playmats. Booster box art, stuff that's not used for a card, maybe. Just give it. Like, stop with this. Like, look at this. Look at this freaking Mewtwo one. It's just like stock image Mewtwo. They put a like shadow of it, an outline. I don't like it. Not a fan. All right. So the other card that's in the photo here is none other than the Focusrite EX, which is also not released yet. Now, I'm not sure exactly how it works in terms of the release date and the stuff going on in Japan, if stores are allowed to open product. As long as they're not selling it, if it's for like advertising reasons or if they're selling singles. I'm not familiar with that. If anyone is, please let me know. Give me your insight. But yes, that is Focusrite EX, which comes out in Paradox Rift. Pretty sweet. You can get it on psapikachu.com. $99.99, a booster box. Very cool. Order now. And then also in the Japanese expansion, Ancient Roar, which is going to come out in a few days from the release of this video. So this is also not out yet. It's weird that why would this be there? Like, if they had access to the new cards, why do they have the one that's coming out now? Why do they have it mixed with the one that's coming out later? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. The fact that we're not seeing any cards that aren't unreleased, like not unreleased, but unspoiled officially, is a huge red flag as well. Oh, here we're back on the mouse pad. All right, now image number 2. This is it, the pack with the gloves on. You gotta have gloves on if you're thieving. But I am under the impression that this is not thievery. We're not thieving here. We're just duping. We are absolutely just duping. So we do the reverse image search, and what do we see? Nothing of the sort. Very cool. Again. And now, if we're looking at the background here, we notice the playmat. We got another English playmat. Again, this is a better playmat because it's the Play Pokemon playmat where they get to use the official artwork. I guess, other than the default Ken Sugimori copy paste, we got an actual like booster box artwork, booster pack artwork, which is this Play Pokemon mat. Wait, Play Pokemon mat. You can see there, it's got the stamps on it. These type of mats are awarded for, I think they have them at certain events, certain play events, at game stores, and then also I've seen similar mats, or we've seen similar mats at larger tournaments like regionals and stuff like that. So very cool playmat, and I think this is what more of the playmats need to be, should be, could be, would be. I don't understand the Ultra Pro thing. Why are you making them make sucky playmats? Now, you notice also on this playmat, there are no little quadrants. So usually on the Japanese playmats, including the one that I use, they'll have the little quadrants, the little places where you put down your cards so you can keep it nice and tidy, nice and organized, whether you're learning, whether you just don't know where to put your cards, whether you just want to keep them nice and straight, nice and organized. If we go back to the image here, we'll see that it does have those quadrants. Now, these quadrants don't totally make sense. We have them on the playmat. The placement of them compared to where they would be or where they should be, like they should be like way over on the side here on the right hand side. So let's see if we have an image of this. We do on the Pokemon Center Online, which is the Japanese Pokemon Center Online. If you guys aren't shopping on there, if you wanted to buy a sick nasty playmat, you can't buy this one because it's sold out. But when they are when they are available, you can definitely use your add to buy extension up there on the top right, like I have, and you can buy stuff off the Pokemon Center. I know I will be. I think on the 27th, the Mousehold stuff comes out. I think there's some other cool stuff too that's coming out there as well. There is a 2,000 yen off link down below in the description that you can use when you sign up. Your first purchase, 2,000 yen off. After that, you're on your own. Sometimes they have cool like coupons and discounts and stuff like that. But yeah. So this is how it should look on any official or even the unofficial playmats. You should have like your deck and your trash over on the right hand side. You got your bench, you got your side, and that is just not even close to what we see on the playmat there. So we got something fishy going on here, guys, and doesn't seem like a real playmat. We got some dupage going on here. Nonetheless, I guess, yes, it is the same artwork. So, man, I don't know, did they do the Rayquaza? Just use all these artworks, the pack artworks or whatever, and make them into playmats. Please, Pokemon, do it. I mean, they probably use some for the tournament stuff. Keep some reserved for the tournament stuff. Maybe the more popular Pokemon, or maybe something special, something different. And then slap these bad boys on some playmats on the English side of things, instead of the Ultra Pro nonsense that we got going on. All right, now, most importantly, biggest of all, is if you take this image and you zoom her right in, we get zoomed on, we start seeing some weird artifacts, and this is what's leading me to believe that this was either photoshopped or AI was used in order to make something weird go on here. So you can see the lines in the packs. I will say, from a distance, if the quality of this image was not as good as what it was, yeah, at first glance, I was definitely like, what in the hell? But when you start looking at it, you keep finding things that look wrong. So we got like a weird little black line here. We got all kinds of like line. I don't know if I can zoom in extra hard. So you see here, we have these artifacts, and that's not just like artifacts from zooming in. That's artifacts from this thing being altered, the image itself being altered. And they did a pretty good job. There's a weird like light around his thumb here, which is a little bit concerning, but like the lighting on the top is pretty damn good. And from what I can tell, all of the text on the top is also appropriate. So whatever amount of AI that was used for this and or Photoshop, they did a pretty good job, other than the fact that they didn't clean everything up. So if we zoom out just a little bit here, you can see there's like a nice little artifact here on the right hand side. So yeah, we got a fake image. We got a faked image. The playmat stuff, I don't know why. Maybe it's AI, and maybe that's why the background did some funky things where it like put the card placement squares but didn't know where to put them, because like they're not even close to where they should be. Not to mention the fact that this one up here there should only be two on this side. But yeah, I think the biggest thing that stands out here is this little line here, which for some reason just got away from the image itself. But good try, you dupesters out there. You can't fool us. I am so concerned and confident that like if there's a set that's gonna get stuff stolen from the factory, it's probably gonna be this one. I can see it coming. We're gonna have the Charizards that are stolen. And again, guys, please do not buy this stuff. It's gonna come out. Do not buy it early. For all the G-ballers out there, please just understand that like someone is going to ruin their life. They're gonna get caught stealing from work, from their place of employment, where they signed an NDA. Yes, it's just cardboard, but no, it's IP and everything else. And I gotta say this over and over again. Don't buy the stuff. CGC fuck off. Don't grade this shit and put inadvertent early release on it when you know damn well it's stolen from the factory. You're encouraging people to steal from their place of employment and ruin their life. Don't do it. Just wait. It's going to come out. It's going to be cool. People are going to be excited because it's shiny Pokemon. But just chill. Just chill, guys. Don't buy it. Don't sell it. Don't touch it. If it's stolen, don't touch it. Don't encourage it. Bad behavior. No go. Do not go. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. But what you can do is join my Discord. Join our Discord. Join it. Get in there if you're not already in there. And thanks for watching. That's about it. That's all we got today. My apologies that these are not real leaks. But before it starts spreading like wildfire, because they probably will, now you guys can know in advance that these are the fake leaks. We got fake leaks. That's all we got so far. We're safe. Everybody's safe. No one's losing their livelihood. No one's getting sued by the Pokemon Company for hundreds of thousands of dollars for leaking anything. We're good.